should be everything. If I go ahead and yes, perfect. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Oh, wow, it just sped up for a little bit and then that was it. Okay, don't mind any of that. We're not here doing that. We're not here looking at all this nonsense. Today, listen, I don't have a capture card. This is like the only way I can record and play my save. And I don't have money for a capture card right now either, so don't tell me to buy one. I actually like miss the days of YouTube where people were just like recording stuff on their phones. Anyways, so this is my team, and you see how close I am to this shiny charm? It's not even funny. Yet I am so far away because I need to do this and I need 500 more battles, and I just thought, what would be like better than like doing this, excuse me, and recording it like I've been wanting to. I've been really scared and I've been really anxious to record and do stuff. Yet here I am. I forgot I even made this what's it called? This like overlay thing, and I kind of love it. So I put it back on again. It has like all my favorite motifs. Really big fan of this yellow. I like the orange play in the corner there with my socials. And I love this little cat guy I drew. It just looks so good. And then they have a little cat guy necklace. It's so cute. And then also they're pressing buttons on the controller, just like me. They're so cool. I love them. And they got all my piercings. And you can't tell, but those are little headphones they have on. I don't have those kinds of headphones, but my guy does, so all good. And I think it looks really cute. You know, we have the little sun and the swirlies and the twinkles, some of my favorite things. And in the background, we got the game. And I mean, what more do you need? It makes me really happy. Also, let me see. Something filters. Okay, we do in fact have a limiter, which is great. Okay, so I hope that actually like sounds pretty good. I haven't been able to test it, but you know, whatever. Let's see. And it was able to record fine, so that's good. So here's my main team. Let me just show them off right now. All of them are alphas other than Zygarde and Yveltal. I don't even know if you can make them alphas or not. I'm not sure. But they aren't, so it's fine. And they have no gender, which I love. Zygarde's pretty cool, but I don't think I'm gonna keep him on the team. I don't know. Like, I tried, but he's just like not as good as Excadrill for like what I'm doing. Also, why is my Scrafty so bulky, dude? The defense, he's higher defense than basically everybody other than Zygarde. But like even higher, Yveltal too. But even higher than my Tyranitar? That's literally crazy. And why is the special defense so hard? That's insane. Yeah, my Tyranitar is kind of insane. Like, almost 400? That's insane. Yveltal is one of my favorite Pokemon ever, so, you know I had to have this guy on here. So, oh, wait a second. I don't know why there was like a block or something when I said Pokemon. Pokemon? There, doesn't know how to freaking do it. Well, I'm not really gonna be bothered by that right now. I wanted to make this video for a reason. first let's just go through the team and then I'll tell you what's going on. So we got my Scrafty. I love this guy's Mega Evolution. So cool, so me vibes. I love him. What is he like? First of all, I love Gen 5 Pokemon, so I got a few of them on here. And honestly, Electros isn't as good as it was like in the other games because there's no abilities in this game. It loses out on its ability Levitate that it had, and that was like basically it had no weaknesses because ground couldn't hit it because it's like floating. But like now it's in the game, it's like sitting on the ground. It's like standing on those two little like flippers in the back. So I don't really like this change. I wish it would have kept floating, or like given something, but not as good as it was before. But I still love this Pokemon a ton. So yeah, Scrafty's Mega, really, really cool. What's that word? Damn it. It's that, not a ruffian. What the hell? It'll come to me eventually. And not an outlaw either. Rascal. No, it's not that either. It's a specific word that they use, especially like for Japanese, like students in like anime and stuff. They're like, oh, this guy is such a whatever the word is that I'm thinking of. Fuck, damn it. All right, I don't know. Here's Hawlucha, and I've come to absolutely love Hawlucha in this game too. Really, really good. The speed is insane. Only beaten out by Yveltal, which is crazy. I just got this mon, so was definitely my fastest one for a while, and fast Pokemon go crazy in this game. That's how you can like they're broken. Like fast Pokemon are insane. Here's my Tyranitar. Obviously, I had to get one because Pokemon Forever is one of my favorite movies ever. Which is funny. And just like a Pokemon movie in general. But in that movie, there is a Tyranitar that turns evil because of the evil guy. So not because Tyranitar is evil. Tyranitar is very nice, very sweet, and very cute. Okay? Okay. Making sure you understand. So I had to get one because just so iconic. Hawlucha, I haven't really had like a tie to the anime or nothing, but I didn't play with him too much when they first came out. But the fighting flying typing was obviously like really cool. So I'm glad I finally have seen the light and I'm trying out Hawlucha. Yveltal, dude, I played Pokemon X and Y like over 20 times as a kid. I like beating the entire story mode just to like get the box legendaries over and over and over again and like keep I would like trade my teams, and then I would trade my teams to myself, and then I would get all the starters that way and like all the exclusives. I would get all the exclusive Pokemon like that, and I would just like transfer all of them to one game, and then I'd restart the other one because I had them both downloaded on my 3DS. So insane. I loved it though. I can't play X and Y though today. Like it's not fun to me. Zygarde's pretty cool. I only put him in the 50% form to see if, it'd be any different. And yeah, it is different, but I love the 10% form. That form is so cute. Like, I love it. The stats definitely changed though when you change it. A lot faster, less defensive, but not bad all in all. But I don't know, still gotta let them grow on me. So here's the thing. I wanted to talk about this game. Look, I completed my Pokédex too, which is awesome. I really want a shiny hunt, but I don't know if I'll do that right now. Maybe I'll try for, I don't know. What could I, all I want is shiny Froakie, honestly. I do kind of want a shiny Scrafty too, and Dynamo, and Hawlucha. But I like the regular form of Tyranitar better. I wish I could get a shiny Veltal, but I don't think you can. Well, not through... I'm not gonna say it. I'm not getting sued. So I wanted to make this video because I wanted to talk about my feelings on this game. When it first came out, how long has it been? Like a week? I don't know. I don't know if it's even been that long, but I've been enjoying my time with this game. At first, I was like really annoyed by certain things, but the more I played, the more I got just like used to things. And I ended up like coming to terms with a lot of the annoyances in the beginning. First thing that comes to mind is that heinous tutorial like section. Like, how long is that? Like 2 hours? And that's if you're going really fast. Like, maybe closer to 3 hours you will spend in that tutorial, and it is so annoying. Very frustrating. You can't go anywhere that they don't tell you you can go. Oh, these are my 4 shiny Pokemon. The Mareep is like through a quest, so I don't really count it as like me shiny hunting, and I wasn't shiny hunting for any of these, but isn't it funny they're all kind of gold? I think that's kind of funny. What the heck? I didn't notice that until now. So I got Xerneas too, but I'm not really a big Xerneas fan because I prefer Pokemon Y over Pokemon X. I don't know. Come on. The Pokemon of Death, are you kidding me? So freaking cool. This is who Zygarde replaced, and then this is my starter, but I don't know, I feel like kind of fell off. 204. $176. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like he kind of fell off. Just not as good as he was in the beginning, unfortunately. But that's like, those are my boxes and everything. So what I want to do is I want to get to the, should I make money? Let me see. 58. Damn, I'm poor as shit. I think I need to go here and sell some things. So, yeah, okay. That's what I thought. I can't be poor. Okay, I'm just gonna do the ZA Royale. I don't know if I should change my fit. Screw it. I think I look good. Dang. I need to find a bench. Okay, here it is. Yeah, you can normally find a bench on, like, outside of Pokemon Center, so it's always worth giving a little look there if you can't find one on your own. So I'm just gonna do this because I need to get to 1,000 battles in order to get the shiny charm, and so I just wanted to talk while I did it. I know this is a bit inconvenient per se, but I gotta talk about things. A lot has changed since I first started playing the game, compared to now. I'm like How many hours in am I? Almost. I'm 75 hours in, and I just like basically like fully beat the story and the post game. There's not much of a post game. It's just catching Zygarde, Yveltal, and Xerneas. So it's kind of underwhelming, to say the least. I'll go here. But I do enjoy, like, just like battling in general. I think it's interesting how it's like, you know, not turn-based anymore, but also pretty cool. I don't have any psychic type moves, bruh. Yeah, I don't really care, just find me. But I'm also like not fully against it all. There's it's a big change. It really is. Because they've never like let you be free like this. Like it's not that you control the Pokemon. You're still like only choosing moves, but you can kind of choose like their movement, and you can choose like where they move to, because they'll always move towards you as the trainer, so you can kind of use that to your advantage. Let's see. Fire type moves. Okay. Hold on. I don't have any Mega Evolvers here. Change held item. Where is it? Zygarde. Okay, I'll give this to you. There we go. Nice. Just because I don't have too many Pokemon that actually have fire type moves. It's really weird. I haven't used like any fire types throughout my like playthrough. Sure, there's like Embor, who is really cool, but I don't know, I just haven't used them. I only used them to like get all the way up to like a certain level to like evolve fully and then do the Mega Evolution, so that I like add it to my Pokédex and also add it to the Mega Evolution Pokédex. Land hits with fire type moves. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna do this one first because it's easier, and then I'll do the plus moves one. Damn, how'd he see me? I was around the corner. No, not explosion! Oh my lord. Why would you do that? You know, it's a lot harder to talk while playing this game compared to other Pokemon games. In other Pokemon games, it's like whatever, but there's just always so much going on. And I guess that's one thing I did want to talk about. Oh my god, what a segue, am I right? So, one big change is kind of just like accessibility, because it's no longer just like a, oh, sit down and play the game. You know, it's like take it at your own pace. You can sit there and think all you want kind of thing. You can't do that anymore, unfortunately. You have to work with the pace the game is giving you, and pretty much it's like if you're too slow, it's over. And you have to go for like whatever is fastest. So really, speed wins here. Like, unless you're extremely tanky, you're gonna lose to speed. If someone's... Ooh, get out of there, Yveltal. Nice. See, and that's the thing too, your movement like matters so much, because you can dodge like quite a few moves, especially if the Pokemon's like mainly melee. You can dodge most of their moves as long as you like stay away. And you know, there are also Pokemon that are mainly like special attackers, so they won't really have many melee moves available, or ones that are actually like used much. Is this probably better than this one? Use you. Anyone here? I don't see anyone. Okay. There. Oh my lord. You no. Fuck. Shit. Alright, this is fine. Bring you out. And we gotta wait. No, you could stay here. You need to go down in health anyways in order to mega evolve. Oh, you actually have crunch? I didn't know that. Damn it. I would have used that. Okay, stay there. So you can lose health and then become your stronger form. There we go, baby. There we go. Haha. Now we do it. Okay. Here we go. I don't know, but like, feels not as strong as he should, unfortunately. So, I think it's a big change, you know, from turn-based to now being like this. Can you? Oh my lord. From turn-based to real time, it's quite a big difference, I will say. It takes some time getting used to it, but I think I like where this is going. I don't think it's perfect, but I think it's fun. And I think Game Freak, well, whoever really made this game, because you never know. It's like every day there's new people working on Pokemon games. Let me get back here. I don't think I can make it up there, but do you think she'll see me? There we go. Let's go. Alright, so let's swap over. Never mind. I can't really do that. We'll just have to do this. I don't think I have the one that's like, do super effective moves or whatever. Or do I? Oh yeah, I do. Okay, so I only need one more for that. There's like a whole thing here with these, like, you can't just battle because it doesn't feel efficient. I mean, I guess you can, but for me it doesn't feel efficient to just like battle. Dude, I need you to... No! My lord! Oh, okay, that's fine. She's outrage, I guess. What the... Dude, so big. That's so funny. Okay. I need to use, dragon type moves, so I'm just gonna do that. I can't even talk about my talking points right now, just playing this. It's so disappointing. Oh, what you got for me? Okay, so let's try to go over some basics here. I really like this game. I like it way more than I thought I would. I thought I'd be mostly disappointed, which is the sentiment a lot of like players who've like played Pokemon for, you know, a long time, like since their childhood. That's how a lot of them felt. They felt a bit betrayed, like they weren't fully happy, but I felt a little salty in the beginning too, but things kind of... No. Oh my lord. Okay. Things definitely aren't perfect. There's some things in this game that really annoy me, specifically the day-night cycle. I don't like how it just like interrupts you, especially when you're like trying to catch an alpha and then it turns to like day or night. So if that Pokemon is specifically like a nighttime Pokemon, you're missing out and you can't get it. That it's just gonna be gone, which is super frustrating, especially when some of these like alphas can be so hard to catch. They're just like, oh, why are you coming here? Okay, that's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Was she close enough for me to do this? Yes. Go, 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 go. Quickly, quickly. Yes. Beautiful. Nice. Thankfully, 10% form of Zygarde is very fast. Okay, so now I can just do the other thing again. Okay, I could do that. Sneak up. There were a ton of cards here, so let's see, is there just normal type moves and fighting type moves? That's 2000, what's this? Also 2000, whatever. I'll do it. Here we go. Nice. Okay, now I can go ahead, use Giga. I know that shit finna hurt. He's so cute. He's just a little dog. Just a little dog. Okay. Oh, I actually... Okay. Well, you made it come out, I guess. Oh my god. So unnecessary, dude. I think I have one that's like super effective moves. Anyways, day-night cycle is annoying as hell. Okay, normal type and sneak up. Okay, it's fine. Yes, please, please. Day-night cycle, I think changes need to be made. I just don't know what they would do, but I think just like having like rules set in place, like if you're fighting a Pokemon or if you're like about to get into a battle with somebody, it shouldn't just like oh god, it shouldn't just like turn to night or day. It just ruins a lot. It ruins a lot and I don't like it. And I've like looked on Reddit too, and like a lot of people are also upset over it, and I've seen people give like their thoughts on what should be done, but I don't really know if any of that could actually work. Haha. I don't know how they could make it just feel better, because it just feels really bad. I don't even know how many battles I'm at. 11. It's not enough, not nearly enough. Okay. Okay, okay, she's coming. Okay. Perfect, I'm about to get another one of these. Okay, Pangoro. Swap on over. Get all my health back. Sweet. Yeah, I'll definitely be able to do this before the night ends. Rock type moves. Okay. Oh. Is there anyone here? I don't think there's anyone here. Okay. Okay. Flying. See, that's a bit annoying. But 25k, I don't even need that much. How does he not see this happening, dude? Yeah. Let's just do Stone Edge now. Don't hit me, bro. I'm your trainer. This guy. Oh, that's another thing. Like, I like how this game is like... Okay, well, screw me then, I guess. I like how this game is like Legends Arceus, or Arceus, and then also this game. It's like its own thing, but if you don't have your Pokemon out in the wild, it does kind of feel like you're just playing Legends Arceus. Arceus? Oh my god. I'm begging, bruh. There we go. Now, do I have to just land the rock? Or knock out opponents? Okay, yeah, that's fair, that's fair. Next battle, I should have it. Is there anyone? No. I also really like the movement mechanics in this game. Definitely feels super different. My god. No, bitch. No. Okay. That was so close. Alright. My god. Alright. Okay, here we go. Hey, girl. Alright. Well, that guy's a little busy right now. Let's not get frozen again. Do you wanna build a snowman? Okay, did that one. Nice, and we got our challenger ticket. Yeah, okay. Just wait for this guy to not be frozen, I guess. Thanks. I appreciate that they give you stuff too. I really like that. I don't think there's anyone here. No. Ooh. Yeah, I'll do that instead. Here. Do this. Is there anyone here? Okay. Is this gonna knock him out? Yeah, perfect. I got one there. Delphox is crazy, dude. I really like the Mega, and I didn't think I would, but I really like the Mega. The Megas in this game are actually top tier. Like, they really went hard with those. Okay. Jesus, man. And you're freaking burned? There's always something with you. I got confused. Didn't know where to go. What else? I really like character customization. Character customization is so good in this game. It feels awesome. Only thing is that why you get to like have access to all of the outfits right from the start. Well, basically almost all of them. So going ahead through the story, whatever, you finish the game, you could get maybe like a few more outfits, but like basically you've already seen everything, and that kind of just like made me sad because that character customization is like probably my favorite thing about games. So like having clothes be kind of like a one and done situation is kind of sad. I felt like you had to work harder to unlock things in X and Y. And like, yeah, you have to wait to unlock that one store, but it's way easier than in X and Y because you had to like do so much more. And over here it's just like, oh, finish a quest. So that's a little disappointing. Post game is very lackluster. Only 16 battles, bro. I'm trying to see. Honestly, I kind of want a shiny hunt Pancham, but I don't know. I don't know if I should. I'm gonna do something I don't have to think. Here it is. Okay, so new players might feel a bit overwhelmed at first, but I think once you get used to it, this is probably the best time to like hop into Pokemon if you've never played it before. Especially if you've never played it before, because this game's like, it's fresh and it's fun, and there's not anything else like this right now. Like, this is a first in this line to be this way. Legends Arceus was like similar, but in terms of real-time combat and action, this is the first like legit experience. So I think if you've never played Pokemon before, I think this is the perfect time for you to just like go back. Get into it. I think once you get over the initial hurdle, you'll be thankful, because I feel like they're just gonna keep up this real-time combat. I don't know if they're gonna go back to turn-based, and that's it's good and bad, because I do still enjoy turn-based combat, though I always prefer real-time. But for Pokemon, it's just I'm so used to like sitting there thinking, oh, what move should be good? And this one, just like pick the fastest move you have if you're panicking. Or if you got some bulk, choose your heaviest, your hardest hitting move. I feel like you can do like setup moves, but it just doesn't feel as useful if you can just get a KO right then and there by using one of your attacking moves. That could just be me, but I feel like people aren't gonna waste time sitting there doing setup moves, but I guess they do that in turn-based, but I feel like turn-based is different. I don't know. Is it that different? Because technically it's still kind of like turn-based. It's just like more like an ATB combat scenario, kind of like the original Final Fantasy VII, or like the Final Fantasy VII remake. Like, yeah, it's like turn-based, but real-time in the fact that, well, I think that's like a setting you can put on, but I always played it like that. So I never stopped it. Maybe they'll do that. Maybe it's like, oh, while you're picking a move, then time stops kind of thing, and you have like a max amount of time that you can just be there with like slow motion. But I don't know how that would work when you're fighting with other players. I don't know. Me, as somebody who's played like basically every Pokemon game in these series, I grew up with Pokemon. Pokemon was like my first video game. Pokemon was what got me into gaming. It was a bonding experience for me and my cousins. Like, Pokemon is important to me, and it's my comfort game. Whenever I'm like feeling down or lost, I always come back to Pokemon, and it like sets me onto the right track, because I feel like progression in this game is so easy compared to like real life. So I can get a glimpse of what like I really want out of things, and I can get that sense of accomplishment and feel a little bit more confident to take on my days. And it's also just really good for me for like relaxing. And there's just so much you can do in these games. Like, I love all the different ways people play Pokemon. Like, there's shiny hunting, where you just do basically what I'm doing now, some menial task while doing something else at the same time. And me, I love multitasking, so it works really well for me, but I do end up giving up. But this game, I feel like this game makes it easier to shiny hunt. I really want to do a shiny only run. Let's see if I do end up doing that. But I think it would be really cool if I did, though. I think it would be really cool. Anyways, me personally, it's been a bit of an adjustment to get used to this game. But for one, even though it's not perfect, I think combat is really engaging and really fun. The world is a bit empty. It feels like the roofs are more populated than the ground, because you can't even go into most buildings, like probably only like 15 buildings or something like that. I like that there's not too many loading screens, because that's kind of what they did with the Pokemon centers. There's no loading screen for them anymore. And Nurse Joys, they're very fast now to heal. And it's kind of like also a Pokemart. Like, she does both of them now, which is cool. Also, you can get your Pokeballs from the NPC at the Pokemon Center, who just like collects Pokeballs you may have like missed. Not ones that you like throw and then the Pokemon breaks out, you don't get those back, but like those that you accidentally throw and it doesn't hit anything, or it just hits the ground, you always get those back, which is really great. And it even remembers the kinds of Pokeballs that you use, so you can get specific Pokeballs back. I don't know if that's gonna be like relevant to something, but okay, back on track. Other than shiny hunting, I really like that people nuzlocke Pokemon games. It gives the games more like urgency, more like there's more at stake, because there's these Pokemon that you worked hard to get, and you can't even capture too many of them. So you're already like on thin ice, because there's a limited amount of Pokemon that you can catch in the game. So there's just so much, and it's like if one Pokemon dies, that's it. Like, you can't use it anymore. So it's just really scary, it's stressful, but also fun at the same time. What else? Oh, I also really like how people figure out Pokemon games in order to speedrun them. I'm really excited to see somebody speedrun this game. I want to see how fast they can do it. I don't know if they're gonna find ways to break it. Because if they do find a way to like break out of the tutorial, or make it go, or like skip parts to make it faster, they could really have something there. Because if it's just to the doing like the main missions, you basically would have to like pick and choose which side stories you'd want to do, other than the like ones that you have to do in order to get certain Pokemon, like the Froakie one. You might want to do that. I'm just thinking in terms of like trying to get certain Pokemon that would be good, because you get like three sets of starters in this game, because you get the X and Y ones, You also get the Kanto ones, so Gen 1 again. I'm when are we gonna let this go, guys? When are we gonna let this go? And why isn't Nidoking in this game? Like, you're pissing me off. You're pissing me off right now. You're gonna give me the Kanto starters for the 10th time, but not give me Nidorino, Nidorina. Where's Nidoking and Nidoqueen? I'm pissed. That's fucked up. That just shouldn't be happening. I think I'm gonna go and check now. If once there's no alpha, I'm gonna check to see if there's any shinies. I really want a shiny Pancham. That's what I'm here looking. Oh, I didn't even... Dang, okay. What else I'm looking here? So I've definitely changed over the years playing Pokemon. I've grown to get enjoyment from different things the more I grow up. Oh man, you're still here? So one thing that I never thought I would like, but I'm kind of obsessed with now, is like catching Pokemon. And I think that might have something to do with Legends Arceus, because that game, like, if this game's like main thing is battling, that game's main thing is catching. So you have to catch and whatever in order to like complete things. This one, yeah, sort of, but it's not like the main draw. Like the storyline isn't about cataloging all the different Pokemon. It's just about like battling, which is very fun, and I do enjoy that. I'm not hearing nothing. You seem normal. Dang, for real? No shinies. It's only been like 10 minutes, so can't be too mad, but... no. Nothing. Rolling, rolling. Till you're rolling. You need a face to face. You just need a time and a place. Time away. Baby, I can work. Anywhere. No. We're not doing none of that. Okay. I'm just going to close that. I don't know why. Okay. Okay, I don't know why that happens, where it just goes away. What else here? They went hard with the megas. I'm happy about them. All of them are really cool and very unique. And I feel like they bring out different parts of the Pokemon. Like, for me, I really like that Feraligatr just has like a bigger jaw because it's like the jaw Pokemon, and I really like that Excadrill has just like huge freaking drills. Like, that's so funny. I love it. It really just like adds to the Pokemon. And then Electros is back to floating, so I really like that they're bringing it back home, because in Gen 5, Electros was not walking around on its 2 feet. Okay, it was swimming in the air, as it should. And I think even... I'm trying to think now if Electros was in Scarlet and Violet. I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure it was also floating if it was. One other thing is I do want to see if I can bring some of my Pokemon into this game from like other games. One I definitely really want to bring in is Hisuian, Typhlosion, and Cyndaquil. I really want them. Trying to think what else. I think I really like the Hisuian forms. of the starters for sure. Like, I really like the Hisuian Samurott too. I'm trying to think what other one. What was the other Hisuian form? I don't think I ever got that one. What else? What else? Oh, I like that shiny, not shiny. Well, I like that following Pokemon are back and that they're shiny in the overworld and that they brought the little, did they like sound? I think I've missed out on a few shinies because I didn't notice and I didn't realize that that sound meant there was a shiny nearby. But once I figured it out, I was catching them, and it happens more often than you'd think. Like I never ran into a shiny before in like the older games. Like just walking around, that never happened to me. But in this game, the odds are like cut down in half compared to the older games. So now it's like a bit easier, which is nice. And I guess it also like can get people into it, you know? I feel like if I actually knew shiny Pokemon were real back then and I didn't just have to like use a cheats to get them on the DS, like if I could have done that myself, maybe I would have, because I put 80 hours as a child into Pokemon Pearl. And that's like me from age like 8 to 12. Well, more like 8 to 10. But then I also ended up getting like all the other versions too. So I definitely put like a good amount of time into that. I wish I could know how much time I spent on Pokemon X and Y. You know what? It's probably still on my 3DS. I'll have to check because I gave that 3DS to my girlfriend. But that was my last one that I got, and it was the new 3DS XL. I wish I would have just waited for the new 3DS to come out here. Now my main 3DS is a new 2DS XL, the Metal Slime Dragon Quest version. I like it. I think the 2DS XL is the most comfortable one for me, but I really like the face plates and the customization of the new 3DS, and I really wish I had one again because I sold mine because I was like starting a business and everything, and I spent that money on a printer. I bought my first printer to like make stickers, and I used the stickers to like customize consoles and everything. But I let go a lot of my things for this dream of mine. I sold so many of my collectibles, so many like games and consoles that I just like had for so many years to like make this come true. And I don't regret it, but you know, it still makes me kind of sad that I don't have them anymore. But I still remember all the good memories, and it kind of just like made me think, okay, like what do I really want? Like what is actually meaningful in my life? Because I didn't want to just like have a bunch of things that I never used lying around. And I wanted instead to like find things that would make me happy. And so I started selling all the stuff that I felt no attachment to. And I just used the money I got from selling those things to buy things that actually did make me happy and that I did enjoy. So I sold like all my Vitas. I had first I had a Gundam edition from Japan. It was a limited edition one, but not the super limited edition, because that one's really rare and expensive. It was another one that was a little more, I think it was like Gundam X Versus or something like that. And then I gave that one to my girlfriend for Valentine's Day. And then I bought a Dragon Quest Metal Slime PS Vita 2000. These are all 2000 versions, by the way. And then after a while, I wasn't super happy with it anymore. And recently, like a few months ago, maybe like 2-3 months ago, I bought a black PS Vita 2000. I planned on painting it, but that never ended up happening. And honestly, I've been kind of lazy and I just like don't feel like doing it right now. So I haven't done it, but I did make a sticker. I wanted to paint it red, so it would be like Soul Sacrifice, like the PS Vita 1000 limited edition Soul Sacrifice version, and I just made a sticker of the back and I put it on the back of my 2000 version. I made a sticker so that it would fit on the 2000 version, and I bought a grip that has like a cutout for the back, but it also has the triggers. So I just made it sit within the cutout of the grip. I don't know why I got so lost there. So what else? Oh yeah, I did sell my childhood PS Vita 1000. That one hurt a little bit. I had to wait a couple months to be able to let that one go. But I just never used it, and I can't justify keeping things that I never use anymore. I like wanted to downsize because I wanted to make things easier for when we decide to move. But now it's just like, I don't know. Now it's something else. I just like only want to have things I actually use. And so I ended up actually selling my computer, which is why I kind of stopped making videos and everything for a while. Other than the fact that I was just like really burnt out and really tired and kind of going through a lot. I also didn't have my computer for like a month. And that was really, I don't know. It made me sad. I love having my computer. It makes me feel safe. And not having it, I didn't feel right. I didn't feel right without it. So I ended up building a new computer, an upgraded version of this computer. Of my computer. I upgraded from an AM4 build to an AM5. And basically, like, I sold it for $990, which I feel like was a good deal, but I didn't include a GPU because the GPU was the part I liked the best about the whole thing. The GPU I have is the RTX 4070 Super Founders Edition. I think it's the cleanest one. It's small. I've always wanted a Founders Edition card, and I got one when it first came out a couple years ago now. I'd gotten my tax refund, and so I decided to use most of it to upgrade my PC. But really, it wasn't much of an upgrade because it was just like getting a new GPU, really. other than that, I don't know why this keeps bugging out. Why do you keep not working, man? Hello, hello, hello. Okay, well, I don't know why it's not working. I really want a shiny Froakie, dude. I want a shiny Froakie so bad. Oh, I don't know why this happened. That's okay. I guess I should make a video about my computer, my new computer. I had a formed T1 case, and that's like pretty hard to find, so that's why I was able to sell relatively quickly. I didn't even think it would sell, to be honest, but it did. And now I don't know if I can say it's like smaller, because it's not all together. But I do like it. I think I'll probably end up changing it at some point in the future, but I really love having an open frame case. I don't have like a closed case anymore, and it makes me happy because one, I can see my GPU all the time, and it's my favorite part of the build, so it gets to stand out and just like be there with me. And I love it. I love looking at it. It makes me happy. And then also I can look at the cooler. The CPU cooler has like a red fan, which I also really like. And I like picked these parts to like fit a specific aesthetic, and like basically the whole thing is black except for the CPU cooler and fan, because the cooler is copper, so it's gonna be kind of that bronze color, and then the fan is red, like I said before. So it's definitely a big difference, but I don't have the issues I had before. Like my computer used to overheat a lot. It would like be suffocated in there. It also, I'm like looking at the specs right now, but my computer now, like I don't do anything crazy on it. Like I'm not doing anything insane. I just like play my little games, and if I do, it's like not really using the CPU, it's mostly like GPU, and I'm not even playing competitive games anymore. Also, I'm on Linux. That might make a little bit of a difference too, because I don't have as much stuff going on in the background as compared to Windows. So that's also nice. Right now, I'm emulating. I'm using my GPU. I have 32 gigabytes of RAM, right? I'm using a little less than 9 gigabytes, and I'm using about, I'll say max like 6% of my CPU. Like, I am basically doing nothing. This is what the computers told me. I don't have to like worry about things anymore. I have a 9900X. It handles my multitasking really well. This is my first time recording on it, and it's a surprisingly really smooth experience. So it's great. And it's like barely even hot. If anything, it's just like expelling hot air, but no issues. No issues whatsoever. It makes me really happy because when I first like built it, I had to like set it up and everything. It took like about a week or two, for me to do it because I was just so exhausted. Because I spent like one day, once I got like all the parts, I spent like one day, like 12 hours or 8 hours straight, and then like another 4 hours, just like setting everything up, just like working on it and like building it because I built the case myself. Well, the frame, I built it myself, and I'm like, I'm not, like blown away by the way it looks or anything. I think it looks cool. I'm not extremely happy with it. I feel like it didn't come out as clean as other builds. And I was looking into what's it called? The X Proto Mini, I think is what it's called. That case is beautiful to me. I love that case. It looks freaking phenomenal. And it would have cost me like $300. I made this case with $100. And that still sounds like a lot, but most of it was the riser cable. It's like half of that. No, it was like a third of the budget was the riser cable GPU enclosure that I am using. I just needed to make sure it was PCIe 4.0 because that's, I know for sure. What the hell? Oh my lord, is that a shiny? No, that's not shiny. Is that shiny? No, no, that's not shiny. No, 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 it can't be. That's not shiny. I really want a shiny Froakie though. Trying to think of what else. Oh yeah, I finally finished the DSI bundle with the stickers, and then I used the remaining stickers I had left over to like customize the GBA I have that I modded, like had the IPS screen, and I picked the shell and everything, and I think it looks really cool. And it comes with Pokemon Silver. I just like never really used it. I think the issue for me is how inconvenient Gen 2 is, and how I much rather prefer fan remakes or ROM hacks or even the Gen 4 version than the original Gen 2 version. There's just a lot of things that are annoying about it. And I just like can't go back to not having a physical special split. Like, what the hell is that? What even is that? Be so for real with me right now. I'm not having that. And then it's also that basically you're just playing a new region with Gen 1 Pokemon. Because they don't even like give you most of the Gen 2 Pokemon until after you beat the game. Like, are you kidding me? It makes no sense. And then all the gym leaders are using Gen 1 Pokemon. Like, come on, dude. What's the point of being Gen 2 if all you're using is Gen 1? So I don't really I don't really need to play that. Let's see, what else do I like about this game? Oh yeah, I saw this forum post from a Japanese player being like, "Oh, I really like this game. It's like my new favorite in the series. I love it because it answers the question of like why moves miss." And that was just like eye-opening to me. I was like, wow, this is like, that's actually so true, because all we can really blame it on is like RNG. But like in the anime, moves miss for like a legitimate reason. But now moves miss for a real reason again. Well, not again, but they finally do miss for a real reason. Also, look at these little monsters. That's what a lot of Pokemon, a certain body type of Pokemon and a certain type of Pokemon, that's what the sprites looked like in, like, not in the bag, but in the menu, in the Pokemon menu. That's what the sprites looked like in Gen 1. So that's kind of a cute little throwback, I noticed. And then another thing too, is if you like look around the world, there are a lot of these like manholes for the sewer. This one's a Pokeball, which I never noticed, but a lot of them have like Pokemon on them, like just like the ones that they have in Japan. Because Japan has like quite a few like these like manholes that they have Pokemon art on, which is so cute. And then it's like in here in the game, which is also cool. One thing I don't really like is the fact that we're stuck in this one city. Like I really would have liked to have like, I don't know, somewhere else. Like it it's not super small. There's just not much in it on the ground. And then on the roofs, there's not much scenery. It all kind of looks the same. And on the one hand, all these things I'm saying, like, that's just like city vibes. Like, things are very close together. Like, it feels crowded. It reminds me of living in New York City, but in the bad way. Because fast travel, yeah, fast travel is fast. You also have the taxis, the cabs. I never use them because I always use fast travel. I only did it one time for a quest and then never again, because why would I do that? And in the little like here, right there, and those little like tips that come up during the loading screens, it literally says like, oh, they'll, okay, I was like, what the hell? It literally says that sorry, I'm like looking to see if anything's shining. Nothing's shining right now. Anyways, it literally says that like the taxis like tell you things about Lumio City and like give you gossip and stuff, which I think is really funny. But to me, it serves no purpose. Like, I'm trying to get from place to place, you know? The first thing I did when I started this game, and after getting out of that horrible tutorial segment, I went around and I like mapped everything I could on the map to have like fast travel points. I tried to get to every place, and I'm pretty sure I have all of them unlocked. But as you can see, most of the things are either down the aisle or off to one side. And then you have the wild areas that are like basically encroaching upon each other's territory. Over here, C3. Over here, 1, 2. Over here, this is like very small wild area. And to me, that was like really annoying. But somebody online said like, oh, hold on, because I was at the Pokeball boutique. My God, help me. That's where you can find Scrafty at night. So I like keeping it there because I do want to shiny hunt Scrafty. Someone online said that the wild areas kind of just replace, oh, sorry, wild zone. I'm just so used to saying area like Area Zero from Scarlet Violet. But anyways, somebody said that the wild zones just basically replace routes. And like, yes, I hadn't thought about that. So that is true. I just don't like how close together it is. It's, for some reason, to me, it feels tacky. And I know we're in a city, and I know the lore and everything, but the gameplay experience, I think it suffers a little bit because, okay, I have it right here. Again, everything that's like cool, like the cool Pokemon, you'll find them on the rooftops. Like everything cool is on the rooftops. Like on the bottom here, like ground level, there's not much to do. Like you can't go into most of the buildings. Again, like if there are buildings you can go in, they are mostly outside. Like the shopping areas, they're technically outside because you're not going inside. There's no like door, so there's no loading screen. Same for the Pokemon centers, they're like outside. You can't see inside the salon really. Like you can't go inside of it. It's just like, oh yeah, you go to it and then they all look the same kind of thing, which I guess has been a thing. For most of the cafes, you can't go inside. The places you actually can go in are like the restaurants over here, but it's not much to see. And it's basically just like you're going to the front desk anyways to like start the whole thing, like, okay, I'm here ready to battle, da da da, they explain it to you, and then you start your battle and you can't really move anywhere. And it's just like consecutive battles that you can't heal through. So there are also the like story buildings like the Rust Syndicate, but you can't really see too much. Sorry, you can't really see too much of it. Racine Construction, Racine Construction. I don't know. Same thing. There's not much in here. It's basically like a warehouse. I'm trying to see what else. Hotel Z. Hotel Z is. I like the vibes for sure. Roof is very small. Second floor only has your room because you can't go in any of the other rooms, and they don't even say that they belong to the other people who are like actually living there. It doesn't say anything, it just says, oh, the door is locked, you can't go inside. And to me that's really annoying. Why don't they get rooms? Like they like confirmed Lita and Tawny both live at Hotel Z, and we know that Naveen kind of like works on his commissions here and everything, like everything to do with like fashion and sewing, like he works on it here. So even though he doesn't like live here, like he does his work here, like I'm sure he has his own room. Why are we not allowed to like even go in there in their rooms, like to see, you know, their decorations and stuff? You could go in rooms in Scarlet Violet. You could go in your classmates' rooms, their dorm rooms, and so you can't go into these people's like hotel rooms. Like, isn't it the same thing? I don't understand. That would have been like so cute because I literally remember this one room that you go to, this girl's room. It's like the girl who like almost never leaves the house. Like she's always in her dorm. She's really smart though. That one from Scarlet Violet, who's also really shy. She her room is like really cute. All I remember is like the one like bright light in that's just like her PC monitor, and then everything else is dark. Like that's such a vibe. Like that's literally me, dude. And I don't have that kind of connection to these characters. Like I barely even see them. I don't go to the hotel. Like I only go there if I have to. I don't go there for sightseeing. That there's not much. It's pretty small. It's annoying. This whole city is a bit claustrophobic. It reminds me of the city. It's one thing that I understand that veteran players and older players are annoyed is the fact that it's only Lumio City, and then it doesn't even have any of the gym leaders. Like, you don't see any of the gym leaders from X and Y. The only thing you get, let me see where I put them. After, spoiler, post game spoiler. Move like 2 minutes ahead. Okay, you probably already saw it though. If you look down at the bottom where it has a little person on Lucario's page, it says Corina, and that's the fighting type gym leader from X and Y, so Kalos region. We don't know where she is. AZ gave this Lucario to us once he passed. It's just like there on the table with a letter. You see, original trainer Karina. And he was like, if you ever see her again, like, tell her I kept this Pokemon with me until the very end. Like, Karina gave this Lucario to AZ for it to protect him. We've had like no mention of any gym leaders, like not even the gym leader that's supposed to be here, like Clement. Clement lives here with Bonnie in the tower, and there's no sign of them, nothing. Like, I don't know. This doesn't feel like a Gen 6 remake. This isn't like a love letter to Gen 6. This is like, it feels like a spin-off. It doesn't feel like a mainstream game. It feels like a spin-off to add lore. It's basically like, oh, this is a game only about Zygarde, which, nice. Zygarde deserves it. Kind of got snuffed a couple years ago. No Pokemon Z came out. Only X and Y. Don't know what happened there, but they decided, you know, go hard with Zygarde here. Cool. I get it. I'm just like, this feels like what they're deeming as DLC now. I don't know. It just, for like a mainstream game for the world to be so small, like if I were to walk around the whole outside of this thing, trying to see if there's anything. Nope. Like legit, if I were to walk around this whole perimeter over here, it'd take me about 6 to 7 minutes. I'm just gonna go in and check. Oh my lord! Hey there, cutie pie. Oh my god, shiny freaking Flaffy. So awesome. It was worth it. That's so cool. So I could get a shiny Ampharos. Of course, I only really want to use Megas. Yeah, nothing else is shining here, but I got a shiny. See, I told y'all, it works. You just have to keep resetting. But here, I will start from where you first come in, which is over here. And we'll just walk around, we'll run around the entire perimeter here. And see about how long it takes us. Starting now, it's about let's say like 126. Just gonna keep running along this path here. I like the fact that Gen 5 Pokemon are being shown some love because I love Gen 5. I think it was peak Pokemon, and it's depressing to me that we didn't continue it. Like, I'm just curious. It's depressing to me that we didn't like just continue with this, and then we had to go on and get 3D Pokemon. I'm not the biggest fan of it. But I genuinely really love Gen 5, so I'm happy that Gen 5 Pokemon are getting love. Like, look at Crocodile over there, Electros, Excadrill. All these Gen 5 Pokemon. I think you could probably make a Gen 5 only team. I'm just gonna run in order to not get hit by anything. This feels not like a love letter to Gen 6, but more like a small sentiment towards Gen 5. Because I feel like they did a lot of Gen 5 Pokemon so right. Especially with the Megas look sick. And Excadrills is fucking awesome, dude. Another thing is, I feel like there's not very many Pokemon. There's no new Pokemon other than Zygarde, I think, but I mean, I feel like we've been new about Zygarde for a while, so I don't really consider them to be new. There's no like actually new Pokemon. A lot of the Pokemon are just like taken from different what's it called? From different generations, which is cool. You get a good mix, but again, it doesn't like feel like enough. It's cool that, you know, I'm out. It's cool that you can get this like variation in Pokemon, but for one, I feel like they chose a lot of like two-stage Pokemon. A lot of Pokemon, and this is what I'm talking about, this freaking day-night cycle that you can't do anything with. Is it gonna come back? I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna come back. That's fine, I guess. It'll come back whenever it decides to. I can't control it. Kind of a pain in the ass, but whatever. It's been about 5 minutes. Where are we? Yep. Basically 3/4 of the way there. One thing I'm really happy about is how they redesigned 3D Pokemon. The 3D models look more alive compared to like the past few games. They look better. They even redesigned Charizard. Charizard looks really good now. He looks more triangular, more like he did in the anime. Oh, also look. Look, that's a Greninja one. So cool. So I really like that. Oh, look, another one there. And that makes me really happy because the Pokemon actually look more alive. A lot of them have funny little walks, which I like Electros has a funny little walk. He just waddles, which I'll show. I feel like this doesn't feel like Lumio City, but it feels like what Castelia City felt like as a kid. Like, you think it's like this big city and there's like this hustle and bustle of life and all that. But in reality, it's pretty straightforward. Like, it's not very complex. It's not actually much bigger than the rest of the towns in Unova. But the way they made it has this like sense of grandeur to it. It could also be the bridge too had like a big effect on us. I know the bridge had a big effect on me. I was like, whoa, what are these graphics? Like, it's 3D, but it's 2D. Okay. And, so we're here. Back where we started. About 132, so let's say 126 to 132. It's about 6 minutes. 6 to 7 minutes. That's just, it's a bit disappointing. It's just a bit too big. I mean, not too big. It's blah, 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 blah. It's a bit too small. Hey, the captions came back. Hey there. Don't be shy. Okay. So that's just a bit frustrating. I feel like they're riding on the mystery of it being city-like with all these like avenues that look the same and everything. They're abusing this mystery to enjoy this awkward space with like everything sitting on top of each other. And like, I don't think it's a horrible game. It's not a horrible game. They're trying something new, and I think for the most part it's like really successful. And I also enjoy that they're attempting new things and not being super scared to just like stick to the same formula, and instead they're experimenting and inventing new ways that the Pokemon series can evolve. But I don't think they took into account how all these changes like change the way their games fundamentally feel to play. I don't think anyone like really play tested this game, and I saw this sentiment a lot online. Like, nobody played the game to say, hey, this day-night cycle is actually really annoying, and it's really annoying to be interrupted every like couple minutes for a loading screen. I feel like it's not even that big a difference. What they do, they just turn the lights off. Like, they just turn the lights off. What else? It's not like the Switch is rendering a shit ton of Pokemon. Like, there's there's an obvious distance to when the Switch stops rendering some Pokemon. Like, you can't see Pokemon over there, but I'm sure there are. You know what I mean? Sorry, my leg fell asleep. Anyways, I just feel like it's a bit awkward. I'm hoping they take what they've learned from this game and just like apply it to the next one, because I think it'll be a lot better for sure. Oh, interesting. And I'm super happy with this. I think I spent a long time here and it felt worth it to me. And I got to see some of my favorite Pokemon come back to life, really, is how it felt. And it's a bit of a nostalgia trip for me. So I'm pretty happy with this game. I don't love it, but I think it's pretty good and it's pretty fun. And I'm going to enjoy watching people speedrun this game, Nuzlocke this game, Shiny Hunt in this game. Everything has changed, so it all feels like fresh, even though these are things that people have been doing for like 20 years now. So this is the start of a new era for Pokemon, I believe. Legends Arceus was really the one that got the ball rolling, but this is the game that's really like putting it all together now. So yeah, I still think it's worth playing, even if you're a new player, if you're an old player. I think this is a pretty good game. They tried a lot of things. Some things worked, some things didn't, but I think it's worth the play. Put almost 80 hours into this. Well, look at my Pokemon, almost level 100. Over leveling, very, very easy. I didn't have much trouble with the game until I started actually like swapping out Pokemon, but I think that's also cool because that means you can have more than 6 Pokemon at a time. I also like the box feature. It's very easy, very simple. I like everything here in this one menu. Very quick, easy to get to. Satchel is a little bit annoying. I wish I could change which one it opens to, but that's okay. Box, you only have 8 boxes until you beat the game, then you get a bunch more. So yeah, okay. I think that's it. Almost 2 hours of me ranting and raving and playing and shiny hunting. There you go. That's Pokemon Legends ZA. That's my take on it. I like it. This is me. It's Guy. Yeah. And I'm gonna go. Love y'all.